Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Kara, and yes, it is yet another day of Frizzmas, and I'm so happy that you are here today. A while back, I did a video talking about 5 eyeshadow palettes that I wanted, that I just never got, or I never was able to get. Either they came out before I was wearing makeup, they sold out really fast, or at the time I just wasn't into that brand, or whatever the case may be. But I got my hands on one of them, y'all, and you clicked on it, so you know which one it is. So if you want to see a look that I create with the Tom Ford Red Harness Palette, shade and Illuminate Intensity 1, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy, it's your love, and you just want a way to connect with other makeup lovers and makeup enthusiasts and have a good time, this is the channel for you. Definitely consider coming back. I'd love to have you. Let's get started. So y'all, I have been on the quest for Le Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Red Harness Palette for some time. Now, I don't wear a whole lot of luxury eyeshadow, even though I see that changing a little bit. But this palette just spoke to me in so many ways because they're my colors. I remember when these palettes, I think, restocked, but I don't think Red Harness restocked. There are 4. So there was Rose Cashmere, Red Harness, there was Moonlit Violet, and there's 4, yeah, and Moss Agate, I think, are the 4. And they range from the lightest to the deepest shades. And this baby right here, this just Natasha Denona Bronze, you know, that's my story, Melt Rust. This fits right in with those types of colors that I enjoy. So let's talk about this. I have seen these palettes on Mercari. I've seen them on Mercari for some time. Not very many of the Red Harness palettes. And if you do look on Mercari, they're expensive, like $200, like, you know, just ridiculous, like, because it is rare. So I get it. But one morning, it was like 5 in the morning, something just told me to, you know, do one of my little Red Harness searches, and it was there. I think the person said they used it twice, sanitized, $75.99. I think that's how much it was, plus $5 shipping. So I paid $80 for this, and these retail for $155. I don't have a problem buying gently used makeup. I'm comfortable with it because I sell new makeup on Mercari and gently used makeup because I don't mess over my makeup. If I know I'm not going to use it, I sell it on Mercari. If I have just swatched it or may have just used it in a video and I know I can't return it, but like it is in pretty much mint condition, I will sell it on Mercari. I have the sanitizer by Cinema Secrets, and I do feel as though I'm pretty hygienic when it comes to, you know, my makeup habits. I have played around with this palette already. So the Tom Ford embossings have worn off, but they were on there when I got the palette. Look how beautiful this is. Like, this is the perfect bronze shade, perfect highlighting shade for me. And this, you know, 4 shade color story is just amazing. I'm so excited. And I think it's funny how makeup that's not a brand new release can still be exciting. So let's just get into using it. Oh, but I'm not done because, you know, I just can't do one thing. So while I was on that Tom Ford Red Harness train, I was like, let me look up some blushes because his blushes are quite costly. I cannot justify spending $88 or $90. Like those duo blushes he has, they're beautiful, but I have so many blushes. Like every time I have it in my cart, even with the sales that were happening on Black Friday and they went down to $75, I'm like, girl, you can't, girl, don't do it. You know that that reel or that meme, don't do it. I already did it, you know. But no, I did not already do it. I did find this though. And this is the Incandescent Shade and Illuminating Powder Duo. There are 2 of these. And I think they're both on Sephora's website. Definitely got this for like half off, something like that. It may be 50 bucks, but when you're talking about spending 90, 45, 50 bucks, that's just amazing. Just like he had some quads that were on sale all over the place, the Virgin Orchid and the Double Indemnity. You know, I had to get those too. Now, it's funny because a while back I talked about, I've done a couple videos about my luxury finds on Mercari. And I did one last year. And then I did a makeup regrets video earlier this year about how I was buying luxury to just kind of keep up with the Joneses and keep up with other YouTubers that I know are luxury channels and they're luxury focused. I don't have an issue with luxury at all, but I was buying luxury things that didn't necessarily speak to me. I was buying things off of what other people thought versus what I thought. And that was the problem. I was just buying what I thought people wanted to see and I wasn't listening to myself. So I don't have a problem like with Red Harness or this or even the Double Indemnity quad or the Virgin Orchid that I bought, because those are color stories that speak to me. Whereas before it was just trying to get whatever. And I think that's the difference. So I have never tried this before, anything like this before. So I'm really excited. But of course, Kara did not stop there. No, she didn't. Because I knew I was not paying $56 for a Tom Ford lipstick on Sephora. But I really liked this what do you call this? Capsule tube. This goes with the Tom Ford Rose Prick set, the perfume. Or I don't have that fragrance, but would love to try it. But this is the shade Casablanca. And I found this, I want to say on eBay or Mercari, brand new. And it is authentic. And I may have paid maybe $30. I'm not saying $30 is not pricey for a lipstick. I'm saying $30 is a bargain for a Tom Ford lipstick. And I knew I was going to like it because I have acquired a couple of those like little mini ones. Let's shade and illuminate, okay? Let's do this. All right, let us go ahead and start with Red Harness. As I said, I played around with this and wore it like for a couple hours. I didn't do like a complete look. I just wanted to make sure that the quality was good and nothing was expired or I wasn't gonna have some type of reaction because, you know, you just gotta make sure. Now, all of these shades are, you know, shimmery shades. So I am gonna use them wet because I want the most pigment possible. And I think that I'd like to start with this red shade here. We're gonna go in on the main part of the lid with that shade and then use the orange to blend out. Let's see if Red Harness is all that it's cracked up to be. And should I have really had FOMO over this palette? My guess is yes, but we're gonna find out. Absolutely love this color. And I do plan on using all 4 shades. Look at how that shows up, y'all. I can. Yes, I can. That's why sometimes you just gotta see, everybody doesn't have the patience for Mercari or eBay. You know what I mean? Like when I do eBay, I do the buy it now. But I also see part of my issue is I get such a thrill when I find stuff like this. Like I keep looking for more things and I need to not do that. Like what else can I find? And that's not necessarily the best route to take. But this one I just felt was special and I was going to keep looking. I have not been looking up Muerte though, just so y'all know. I am going to start looking again. I'm looking for one of my friends, one of my Instagram friends, and I'm trying to help her find a decent price, but I just don't think that we're gonna find a decent price for Muerte. Like the Muerte collection by Melt Cosmetics, or the Muerte palette, I would say, as well as even like some of those items that I wanted from the Beetlejuice collection. They are astronomically priced, and you know, that just helps contribute to the FOMO, and like I'm over it. It's a lot to deal with. All right, look at the shade, you guys. I know it's kind of up a little bit higher than my crease, but we're gonna blend this out with the orange shade and we'll see how that blends. But it's just such a nice, what do you call this? Like a coppery red. I'm into it. Let's go into the orange shade, Dry. And I'm gonna use this hopefully to be a transition. Now, usually I go from my transition down, but recently I was watching Mel Thompson do a look with Body Heat. That's another one that's on my list. And as soon as I can get my hands on that, Body Heat is beautiful. Look at, y'all, do y'all see the diffusion? Now, it's funny because a while back I did a favorite makeup formula video with my friend Jamila, and I'll link her channel in the description box as well. And Tom Ford was really low on my list. I will say that the quads that I had were not super pigmented the way, not like this, they weren't like this. I had some of the Soleil ones, and you know, that one with the mint green, which is beautiful, but it's still too light for me. I just wasn't a super fan, and I have since sold that. But this right here, it is blending itself. You can see the orange going into the red, and this is exactly what I need. So anyway, I was watching Mel Thompson the other day because I watch her videos all the time. Like, she is a very timeless makeup artist. And I watched her use, it was either Body Heat or Virgin Orchid, because I think maybe watching her videos would maybe press the button on Virgin Orchid. And I like how she took the deepest shade and did it on the lid first and blended out with the lighter shade. And I know some people do their makeup like that anyway. So I love experimenting with different techniques. We're gonna go ahead and go into this beautiful purpley shade. I'm just using the same brush, and I'm gonna tap that right into the outer corner and just give us, and the crease, yeah. Give us a little, y'all, was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. Was it worth continuing to look for months and months? Yes, yes. I think when you find something that you really, really want like this, especially, because there's some things that I want, and then like after a while, I won't be thinking about it anymore. And that's fine. If I'm not thinking about it after a while, it's like, and then the hype kind of dies down for me, especially if it's like a new release. If it's a new release and I didn't get it, and then I'm thinking about it, and then the hype dies down, and then I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm like, cool. Like, I'm glad I passed on that. But when it's an old product and the only person that's hyping it up is me at this point, it's like, girl, you really want that? Because like, nobody's even talking about this anymore. You know why? Because nobody can buy it. No one's doing videos on it because nobody can get it. And this is old news. You know how the makeup world goes. That's how I knew I really wanted this. And if I can get my patience together and do that a little more often, you know, maybe I would pass on more launches. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something for me to think about. So this is just a little concentrated here. I'm just gonna try to blow this out a little bit. Yes, 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 yes. I want to go into the lower lash line with the orange again. This time I'm going to use the orange wet. I do have some of that purple already on my lower lash line, and I'm gonna just blend it in to the orange here. Now I know if I was using like a more dense brush, it would be probably a bit more pigmented, but I'm just kind of diffusing it out. Please, Tom Ford, don't do this to me. I do not need to get hooked. I do not need to go down that rabbit hole of expenditures, you guys. I don't. So this is what we have. I'm into it. Yes. It's like fiery. Let's use the very last shade, which is this beautiful shade here. And I didn't even swatch it, so I'll show you the swatches. I was just so excited. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even do my video in the right order. Yes, perfect inner corner highlight. No guesswork with this. You could even put this shade on the lid, really. I mean, you really can do anything that you want, and you're not gonna like end up with a mess at all. So now we want to get into the shade and illuminate situation. We're gonna go ahead into the bronzer, and this bronzer is warm. It's like a matte bronzer. So let's see how this looks, how it performs. I am using a Bristles Beauty bronzing brush, and I am just going to start here where I usually do my bronzer. It's nice and warm. It's just giving me a little warmth on the face. Yes, y'all. And you know, I don't really contour or anything like that, but I do like my face to be nice and warm, because y'all know I'm pale, and there's nothing wrong with pale, but I want that beachy look, you know what I'm saying? Look at this earring, y'all. You know who put me onto these? Dr. Ash from Dr. Ash and her makeup. So pretty. And again, this bronzer would be great for a eye contour. Like if you just wanted to do the bronzer and then one of the shades in the quad, like you've got it made. You have got it made. Okay, looking warm. The Illuminate looks great, but let's tap into the blush, you guys. Because this blush shade, I mean, I might not need a highlighter because...
When are we going outside?
Excuse me? How may I help you? When are we going outside? I'm tired. That is not going to work out. If you're tired, you should take a nap, right? Let's zoom in. You better stop it, Tom. Stop it, Thomas.
Apple juice.
Huh?
Apple juice?
Sure, you got some apple juice. Thomas, you. You know what? In the words of Kinky Sweat, dare I say, I like this better than the Pat McGrath blush. Oh. Can this replace my Hourglass blush? Because you know I don't be trying to talk about Hourglass. Okay, I'm beside myself. I'm beside myself. Hold up. Where did you find this? There's no juice in the cabinet? I mean in the fridge?
I don't want the berry, whatever it's called.
You don't want cran ras?
Not today.
Not today. Wow. Here you go.
Oh, did you know you can do this?
I don't want to do that with the juice in your mouth. Here you go. I mean in your cup. Here, let me have this. Let me just have the Mott's. Okay. You want to go ahead and close that? Because I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Is your break almost over?
Is your break almost over? It is over? Okay, well, I'm almost done and then we'll go outside. I just need 10 more minutes, actually. Oh, I don't know about that, honey. I know what I said. I know what I said.
Goodbye. My eyes is on you.
Your eyes are on me. Let's go into the... I'm watching you. Let's go into the Shade and Illuminate highlighter. Very natural, very Natasha Denona, I Need a Nude highlight. A little bit here. And then let's go into, you know what, we can even take a little bit of that and put it underneath the brow bone, you know, if we feel so inclined, which I do, because I'm going to be using this, y'all. I'm not even playing. Let's go into the Incandescent situation and see, okay, are these highlighters, they're a little bit different. And again, I'll swatch everything at the end since I was so excited. And not, this one might be a little warmer than this one, but you know, gosh, please, this is not the train I need to get on. This is not the train for me, you guys. But it is. It's a little unfortunate, but I am gonna use this Colourpop liner. I know, some people are probably like, how could you? But I love my Colourpop liners, truth be told. And I don't have a Tom Ford liner, and I'm not trying to get on the train. So let me just go ahead and line with the shade Brink. Now I purchased these months back. There was a buy one, get one vault. This was just a deal. I got the red set and I got the nude set. Buy one, get one. So I have all these Colourpop liners and I don't mind them. Let's get into Casablanca. And that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. My camera cut off on me. I'm into this. Let me go get some liner and mascara, and then I will be back to talk even more about how much I love everything that's going on here. Be right back. Here's the final look. I used the Patrick Ta brown eyeliner. I don't even know what it's called. Probably She So Not something, I don't know. And then I had a Chanel mascara sample. I'm like, let's break this baby out. Now this is an example of when you get your hands on something that you really wanted and it was exactly what you thought it was gonna be. This is it. This is the example right here. The red harness was on my list for so long in my short makeup life. And I mean, the blush was just a little aside, but boy, am I glad I tried this blush. Like, look at the glow. Look at the shimmer. And this is just so beautiful. It is just, you could wear this out. You could wear this to work. The colors just, this whole look, I'm not gonna just let y'all sit here and listen to this ramble, but if you were to ever come out with any type of shade and Illuminate palette in that type of setup like that, I would, well, I was gonna say I'd definitely consider buying it. Do I think it is worth $155? I mean, you're definitely paying for the Tom Ford name, but if I could catch one of those on sale, like, it was definitely worth the $80 I paid for it. I will say that. I love this blush. I still think $90 is a lot of money, but I can see why people who can afford it pay for it because there was no effort. That's one of the things. I personally don't mind working with eyeshadows. I actually enjoy getting to know a lot about just different products, whether they're indie, mainstream, luxury, whatever. I like learning about makeup, like, and that's just my nature. Like, I like to learn. But this, you don't have to try. If this is how he makes all of his products, you just know what you're gonna get. And that's what I would say. You know what you're gonna get every single time, I think. With that being said, it is pricey. During Black Friday, there were sales. I know I've checked places like Saks Off Fifth, and they've had like some Tom Ford lipsticks and things like that. I think that might be where I have gotten my little minis and stuff in the past. If you want to try something like that out, and I was able to acquire some of those $89 quads for $44.50, which I think that is totally reasonable. But yeah, y'all, I mean, it's the same with Pat McGrath. You know, why people buy Pat. It's like, aside from the color story, it really grinded my gears. You know you're going to get excellent quality every time. It's not like a hit or miss type situation where you're gonna really regret it, as long as these are colors and things like that that you're gonna wear. I see why people go for certain things. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, let me stop and let y'all go because it's starting to be too much. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me today on another day of Frizzmas. I'm just so happy that I found this, and I am going to have another FOMO find coming really soon because there was something else in that eyeshadow video that I wanted that I got my little grimy hands on, and I cannot wait to do another FOMO finds video with you guys during Frizzmas. So I hope this was therapy for you. Now this definitely was for me. So until I see you again, which will be tomorrow, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. No, I will not see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna show you the swatches real fast, but I'll see y'all tomorrow.